So, for those of you who have not seen the video I just posted, I saw Twilight today, and it was amazing, and now I'm going to talk all about it. So, if you haven't seen the movie, stop watching now. Sign off. Go away. You are not welcome here, because this is going to be riddled with spoilers. So I'm warning you right now, 5 seconds until I'm going to start talking about it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, you better be gone. And everyone else, welcome, because I'm going to break this down into, I have 4 things on my list to talk about. And number 1, when I first found out that they were not using CGI, and for those of you who don't know what that is, it's computer-generated images, for Edward and his sexy sparkliness, I was a little worried. I was a little worried about how that was going to turn out anyway, if they had used CGI, but I was like, this is going to be so unrealistic and I'm going to be sad. But I wasn't sad, because it wasn't like, sparkly, and it didn't have, like, huge glimmering, it was very subtle. Not subtle, I mean, he was glistening, but it was very pretty and very low-key, which made me extremely happy. You have no idea. So, thumbs up on that part. Second thing I'm going to talk about, the hatchback. And the first time I actually noticed the hatchback, because I went into the movie and I was going, hatchback, 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 because that was the thing that was going to ruin the movie for me. Hatchback, hatchback, hatchback. But when Edward fishtailed around the corner, when Bella was getting hassled by those total creepers, he was just like, get in the car! And then he reversed real quick and then turned around and sped away. Amazing. That was amazing. The hatchback was sexy. And you know what? Congratulations. I'm going to do a clapping episode here. Round of applause. It is a very hard thing to do, to make a hatchback sexy, and you have done it. And I'm going to make you an award. And though I won't be able to send it to you, it's going to be pretty awesome. And I'll have it on one of my next episodes. But, any other time, I was just like, hatchback. Like when he was taking her to meet Esme and the rest of his family for the first time. Yeah, hatchback. But that one time, whoa. I was impressed. I was impressed with the hatchback. The next thing I'm going to talk about is Rob's accent. And my friend who had seen it on the midnight showing, she came into the school the next day and she's like, I need to tell you. And so I said to her, tell me everything without telling me anything. And she understood exactly what I meant. And she said, she thought it was an okay movie. She was kind of Switzerland about it. And she had told me she thought it was going to be awful because she could hear Rob struggling to keep his American accent. She said, but it wasn't a bad thing for her. It kind of sounded like Edward was really thinking about what he was saying before he was saying it. And so I went to the movie and I had this in mind. This is what might happen. You know, this is what it might sound like. I was trying to imagine it. But to me, I didn't really pick up on it. I don't know if any of you did, but I loved it. I mean, it just sounded to me like he was thinking really hard about what he was saying. And I want to talk about all the cast members, but I'm afraid I'm going to run out of time. So I guess this is going to be a 2-part segment now. I hadn't meant for it to be. Oh! Did any of you see Stephanie Meyer in the movie? She was in the cafe right before Charlie and Bella started talking about boys, and the waitress said, here's your coffee, Stephanie. And Stephanie went, oh, thanks. And she was at the bar. I saw it! I was so excited! And no one else in my friend group saw it. But it kind of reminded me of, if any of you know who Stan the Man Lee is, then you rock, because he's awesome. He is one of the makers of Marvel Comics, who made Spider-Man, the Fantastic Four, X-Men, and Stan Lee made guest appearances in the Fantastic Four and in Spider-Man. So it was kind of like that kind of thing, and that made me really happy because it was just kind of random. She was just like, oh, there's Stephanie Meyer, and then she's gone. You had to be really fast to catch it. Oh, I thought when they released the you better hold on tight, Spider Monkey, I thought, oh, that is such a cheesy line. Oh my goodness. But it was cute. It was cute. And it wasn't like they lingered on that. He said it and they moved on. And that was a good thing. And so, I was really, really impressed with that. Another thing I was impressed with, let me think, I just had it. I'm so frazzled right now. Oh, I remember. When I pre-ordered the soundtrack, so I got it, and I listened to Bella's Lullaby, and I was slightly disappointed. Because it wasn't really piano until the very end, and I was so disappointed. But in the movie, it was perfect. They never actually said it was her lullaby, though, so if you haven't read the book, you wouldn't really understand. Another thing that it made me a little sad inside, they didn't actually say, oh, Bella talks in her sleep, and that's why Edward watches her. So it's just kind of like, Edward's like, I like to watch you when you sleep. Creeper, creeper. But in the book, when I first read it, I was like, oh, he's like checking up on her. But then I like thought about it. Isn't that a little creepy? I mean, I love Edward to tears, but it is a little creepy if you think about it. I like to watch you sleep at night. So I thought, stupid bug. Maybe, Rob could pull it off. Rob. But it was a little creepy when he said it, too. I mean, it's creepy all around. And he didn't make it creepy. It was creepy before that, but it didn't change. It's still a creepy line. And I don't know how many of you like that line, but I didn't. I did not enjoy it. I like to watch you sleep, Bella. I'm trying to think of anything else to say that's not about the cast at all. I have nothing. So I'm going to go to the cast next. Thanks for watching. Check for number 2.